Hey, welcome back to the Media Lunch Break. We are doing a series of reviews on the Mission Impossible movie series franchise. The last one was Mission Impossible 4, the name of which I've already forgotten. Ghost Protocol? I think it was Ghost Protocol. It doesn't matter. I, Andrew Dunn, co-host of the Media Lunch Break podcast, am doing a series of reviews. I'm watching all of these movies in order. I had only seen the first two when I was a wee lad back in the day. I believe they called that time period the Renaissance. And the others I had not seen. And I'm going through them now. I'm making video reviews of each one as I watch them. I just watched Rogue Nation. It's time to talk about it. As I said before, my name is Andrew Dunn. I'm co-host of the Media Lunch Break podcast. I have a bachelor's degree in theater and speech communications and a master's degree in acting. And today I'm talking about this movie. If you didn't see the last videos that I've done on the previous films, 1, 2, 3, and 4, please be sure and check those out. They're on our channel. And also the way that I'm doing these, I'm watching the movies, and while I'm watching the movies, I'm taking notes. And I'm just going to go through my notes, talk about them a little bit, and then at the end, I'm going to tell you my general thoughts about the movie as a whole. My voice kind of cracked there. Also, I'm going through puberty, evidently. Before we get into this, be sure to subscribe if you are interested in this kind of thing or you want to see me talk about the other Mission Impossible films in this franchise. There are going to be videos about all of the movies, including the ones we have not reviewed yet, so make sure to hit the subscribe button to be notified when we get those out onto YouTube. Like the video, share it around. This is a great opportunity to see these movies through the eyes of someone who's never watched them before. Are these your favorite movies? That's awesome. I've never seen them before. Also, before we begin, there's going to be spoilers for this movie, so if you haven't seen it and you want to watch it and you don't want to be spoiled, don't watch this video. But also, the movie's been out a while, so use your own discretion. Without further ado, let's get into Mission Impossible 5 Rogue Nation. This movie starts out with a bang. Sorry about that joke. I'm not proud of it. I'm glad people are starting to recognize Ethan Hunt, because that shit always pisses me off. At the beginning of this movie, Ethan Hunt comes in and he gives some spy mumbo-jumbo, the rooster crows at midnight kind of shit to this woman who's in this room, and she gives it back, and they have a whole little spy dialogue.
You looking for anything in particular?
Something rare.
Let me guess. Classical.
Jazz.
Sax?
Coltrane.
Piano?
Monk.
Shadow Wilson on bass.
Shadow Wilson played drums.
And he starts to walk away and she goes, "You're him, aren't you?" It always pisses me off in movies, especially when you're on like the 5th movie and people are like, "Who are you?" And it's like, you don't know who this person is yet. It's like the greatest American spy, and I get that's their whole point, is to not know who spies are, but like you're not supposed to, spies are not supposed to be known. They're ghosts, right? But like also, if these villains are as good as they are, if these other people in this organization are as good as they are, they should know some people. I would think they would know the most famous dude who's like gambled the lives of the American people in the world multiple times and shit like that. You'd think word would get around, at least to some people, even if it's just a story and a myth and like, you don't have to, but this person is like, "Oh, you're him. I've heard of you." And then she gets shot in the fucking head. Oh, good times. I wrote here, "Oh, the IMF is shut down again." It's happened 2 times in 5 movies. Is it even a big deal at this point? He did the plane thing, ladies and gentlemen. The thing we all saw the ad for. He strapped himself to a fucking plane and went up into the air. And that lasted all of, I wrote it down here, 1 minute and 12 seconds. What a madman. Oh, and later he holds his breath for a long time. Cool. I don't know. Great. Good on him, I guess. Just kind of reminds me of like, remember when Cory Booker stood on the Senate floor or whatever for like 24 hours talking to people without going to the bathroom? Yeah, it's cool, I guess. Did it do anything? Not really. So it kind of feels like that. Like if the movie's good, great. But if it's not, and you strapped yourself to a plane and took off from the airport or whatever, okay, cool, I guess. I don't know what to say about it other than that. I did find it interesting that a large chunk of this movie, like the first 30 minutes of this movie, is our team trying to find a person that Ethan Hunt saw once. And they're just going off of like, this is what he looks like. And he just sort of draws a little sketch of what this guy looks like. And they're trying to find this guy. But they're trying to find this guy based on the fact that Ethan saw him once in a world where you can just 3D print the face of anyone you want to look like. So like, couldn't this dude have been wearing a mask? I don't know. It seems like it's really easy to do. So, they do it in every single fucking movie. I don't know why they wouldn't assume that it's a guy wearing a mask. There's also a scene where the villain has sent 3 assassins to shoot an ambassador at during an opera, and Ethan Hunt is trying to get rid of all of them himself, and he can't, and he's trying to figure out what to do. He takes care of one of the assassins, but there's still 2 more, and they're getting ready to shoot the ambassador, and he's like, what do I do? Who do I shoot? He only has like 1 bullet, I think, and he's got to pick between which assassin to shoot, but if he shoots one, the other one's going to shoot the ambassador, so what do I do? And he shoots the ambassador. And I think that's a really smart idea, because Ethan Hunt is good enough to like just sort of wing him, and if you shoot the ambassador enough that like in a place that he's going to heal pretty easily, he's going to be fine. It's going to stop everything. His security is going to scatter and block, send him out, and they're going to get him in this way, sir, whatever, and he's not going to die that day. And that is really f***ing smart. That's not sarcasm. I just thought that was really smart on behalf of both Ethan Hunt and the writers of this film. 10 out of 10. Great idea. I didn't see it coming at all. I really was trying to figure out like, oh, somebody's gonna come out and take care of the other assassin or something. They're gonna figure out something. Or he's gonna pull the fire alarm or something. I was like, I don't know, but it never occurred to me that he would shoot the ambassador himself. I just realized that Simon Pegg's character's name in this is Ben Dunn. They really shouldn't use the name Dunn. It's been done before. It's been done before. Ho ho! Let's see, I wrote here in my notes, why doesn't the Syndicate use the same lie detector on the woman spy, Ilsa, I think is her name, Rebecca Ferguson, that the CIA is using on Benji, Simon Pegg? Are they not accurate? Benji seems more than capable of getting around it, then why do they use them? Yeah, that's a good point. So, Ilsa in this is, Rebecca Ferguson, she's like a double agent. I think she works for MI6 for Britain as a spy, and she's pretending that she's working with the antagonist. She's like getting close to him to learn stuff, the main bad guy, the villain of this movie. And he's like, but every time I send you on stuff, Ethan Hunt gets away, the ambassador gets away, and I think maybe you're not actually loyal to me. But also, in another subplot of this, Benji, Simon Pegg's character, works at the IMF, and he's getting every week, He's being strapped to a lie detector and they're asking him questions. Use a lie detector on her. I don't know, ask her what her deal is, And so yeah, is it that, well, lie detectors are famously they're not that accurate. They're kind of accurate, but not that accurate. So maybe you don't want to use it, but then why are they using it on Benji? We know that they don't work super well. So I don't know. Well, I just was like, what's going on here? We have one group of people who they're using like advanced technology to tell if they're telling the truth. And then another guy who is unsure if the spy who's working for him is telling the truth. It seemed a little weird to me. I wrote here as well, this franchise needs an Infinity War. Look, it needs a loss. Every single one of these, I'm like, well, they're gonna get ahead of this. Like, whatever it is, they're gonna come out on top because that's how these movies go. They need a movie that ends with them losing so that I can feel like there's a possibility that they're gonna lose. Like, I get that we want our heroes to win, but it's beginning to feel inevitable for a series that has the word impossible in the title. I wrote here, it's weird seeing Alec Baldwin play the head of an American military department knowing that in a few years he'll actually kill someone. Wild. I have my own opinions on that. We don't have to get into that here. Don't worry about it. People give the Marvel movies a lot of shit for following a formula, but thus far these movies have also been following a different formula, but the same formula across all 5 of the movies. So, but also there's 3 more movies, so I don't know, maybe they'll switch it up or something. And my last note in this is, anyway, I can't wait to see how the woman in this movie disappears without a word. Wait. What happened to the woman in the 4th movie? Jane, right? She's just gone. The rest of the team came back. Where's Jane? Where is she? They don't even mention her in this. I don't know. Whatever. They're still doing it. They're doing the thing that I thought they would do. Not as much as I thought, because his wife was there's a couple movies where they didn't just completely forget about her. But yeah, a bunch of the women in these movies they come and go, man. So yeah, what I think about this movie in general, it's fine. It's pretty good. Lots of twists and turns. There's some great moments in it. There's some parts that I'm like, what is this? What's happening? But overall, a perfectly passable movie. I think I liked it more than the last one. It's definitely not as good as the 3rd one. Maybe close to around how much I liked the 1st one. I think as of now, my list of these goes, the 3rd one is the best one. I think the 1st one is still the next best one. And then this one, Rogue Nation, and then Ghost Protocol, and then the 2nd one, right? That's all the ones I've done. Yeah, that's the order of them. So yeah, this one's good. It's right in the middle of all the ones I've seen, perfectly fine, passable, has some really great moments, but otherwise, it's a movie. It's a spy movie. It's another spy movie with Tom Cruise. I think some of the acting's really good. Rebecca Ferguson is a great choice. They've done a really good job of getting good actors for these movies so far, and keeping the best ones with them. I mean, Simon Pegg is a great choice. Ving Rhames is a great choice. It'd be nice if they didn't kill Jean Reno in the first movie, because I do really like him, but, you know, he also turned out to be a bad guy in that one. He was sort of double-crossing them, so I get it. But Sean Harris is fine. The guy who plays Solomon Lane, I think is his name, the main antagonist of this. He's fine. Who else is in this? Jeremy Renner is fine. It's perfectly fine. Oh yeah, Alec Baldwin's in this for a little bit. He's fine. He's fine. They're all fine. All the actors in this are either really good or fine. I don't quite see what Sean Haynes, whatever, Solomon, the main bad guy, he's probably the weakest link in this, but he also doesn't do a whole lot. He's just sort of a bad guy who's always a step ahead. And the way you do that is you just write what the good guys are doing and then make it so he's not there. You know, it's easy to write that way. But yeah, overall pretty good. I don't have a lot of complaints about it, but it also didn't rock my world. Let's get into the next one. What's the next one? The next one's got to be Fallout, right? Mission Impossible 6 has got to be Fallout. Yeah, next one's Fallout. I think that's the one with Henry Cavill cocking his fists. So that'll be fun, I hope, and we'll see what happens with that. Until then, thanks for watching. Again, don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you want to see my videos on the next Mission Impossible films, including Fallout, which is the next one. This is all leading towards a review of the latest and potentially final film in the Mission Impossible franchise, Final Reckoning. So I'm going to make a video about that. I'm also going to talk about it with my co-host Chris on the Media Lunch Break podcast. Be sure to check that out wherever you get your podcasts from. Other than that, please like and share this video around. And until then, I'll see you next time with my review of Mission Impossible 6 Fallout. Catch you next time.